So what better thing to do when it's raining out than to practice your new instrument? Mrs. Brackbill here, and most of you have had your first string lesson now this past week. We don't get through a lot the first lesson, as you probably noticed, because we have a lot of people who are still getting an instrument, who are still getting a book, who need things labeled. We had to get lockers, we had to fix schedules, so it can be a little bit crazy the first couple lessons. So I'm essentially going to give you the lesson on this video. And that way, if you missed anything or if I went too fast, you can review it again. And if you missed your lesson, you can catch up with us here. And hopefully this will help you all get started on your practicing. Remember, you only need your instrument and your music on your cycle day lesson. You don't need to bring it to school every day. When you get to school in the morning, you put it in your instrument locker. And when you come down for lessons, you'll get it out of there. And then when it's time to go home, you come down and get it out of your locker and take it home. So what did you get from Menchey Music? And what do you use it all for? So this is what a typical music case looks like. And you flip the latch up and it'll open, and you want to make sure that it's the bottom is flat down on the floor, not up somewhere high, not on your lap where it might fall down. Inside the case, of course, you have your instrument and a bunch of other goodies. So let's talk about these things. This is a cleaning cloth. You don't really need this until you start using the bow. And there is the bow, and the bow should stay in your case for right now. We did not start the bow this week, and we are not going to start it for the next couple of weeks. So don't get the bow out, don't get the cleaning cloth out, don't get the rosin out just yet, okay? This you can use, this is your case strap, and it goes on the ends of the case right here. You pinch this little clip open, clip it on a hook like that. Okay, so you put that on both sides of your case, and that way you can sling it over your shoulder when you have your backpack on. Cello cases are usually backpack straps, so it's up to you if you want to use it as a backpack and put your backpack over one shoulder, or if you want to put your backpack on and then carry it by the handle. You also have a handle here. You have a shoulder rest. So in your case, there's a rubber band for this. And we put most of these on at lessons today. The rubber band goes around the chin rest. So we touch it on the bottom, around the chin rest, and to the other corner up there. The rubber band does not have to come off. The rubber band can stay on there and it will be fine. The shoulder rest is this foam piece that's in there. This does have to come off when you take it, or when you put it back in the case. And it goes on the bottom side of your instrument, and you take the skinny end up under. That leaves the thicker end under the thicker, rounder part of your instrument, and it'll go up against your shoulder when you play. Okay. You probably also got with your instrument a bag. It may have had a music stand in it. The music stand can stay at home. It probably had 2 books in it. This book, for now, can also stay at home. Measures of Success. We won't use that one for a little while. The book you need right now is A Better Beginning, and you're looking for lesson 1. It's on page 6. Make sure that you look at the top of the page for which instrument it is. Violin and bass are on one side, and viola and cello are on the other side. It will change which notes you're reading. We went over everything on this page today, albeit in very brief fashion. So we went over rest position, playing position, Statue of Liberty is the intermediate position to get to playing position. We did the word rhythms, the shuttle, the strum, and a bit of the 3 songs. And then if you get through those, you can go past the awesome pictures to lesson 2 if you'd like a couple more songs. So what did we go over in lessons today? We went over rest position. Rest position is your left knee and your left hand. Your fingers are over top of your strings so that they can't make any noise while your director is talking. Let's talk about word rhythms. The word rhythms you can do in rest position and just tap them out on your instrument. So go ahead and do them back to me. I like ice cream. Mississippi hot dog. Fast and slow with my bow. High fiddle, low fiddle. The reason we do those word rhythms right now, just tapping, is to get the feel of the rhythms. Of course, in music class, you do ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. That's also correct. And eventually, that will be with your bow, ta, ta-dee, ta, ta-dee. We went over Statue of Liberty. So we stood up, and our left foot is out a little bit. So we hold the instrument out over top of the left foot at an angle. Right hand pointer finger finds that end button down there. Okay, all the arms are straight, and you're about at 11 o'clock as an angle. And you turn that end button and put it right here in the center of your neck. That'll set up the correct angle for your instrument. And then you can check that your shoulder rest is against your shoulder properly. Here are some things that I saw today that we want to avoid. Over to the side, right? It's at 11 o'clock, not 9 o'clock. Up into the air, right? So the side of your chin does sit here, but it won't be the whole cheek. Okay, it's not going to be pointed up. So it's more straight out. Okay. The other thing you can check is to make sure the shoulder rest, the fattest end, is against your shoulder here. If it's not, you can try the smaller end, and it might fit better. So then we did the shuttle. The shuttle is your thumb side, and the thumb traces that line where the 2 colors of wood meet. The fingers keep a C shape or an umbrella over top of the strings. That's called the shuttle. You slide up and back down, keep everything straight. Then stop here at the body, and you use your pinky finger to strum straight across. Now let's talk about this. This instrument is not tuned, and yours might go out of tune too, especially with the weird weather. And if that happens, the only people that should tune it are me, Mr. Hoke, or Mr. Brackbill, whoever is at school for you. And you can bring it in even if it's not your lesson day, if it needs tuned and you can't play it. Don't try to take it to somebody at home that might not know, because if you crank that tuner, the string will break. When you play this week in lesson 1, the 3 songs at the bottom are all plucked with the left pinky. Violins, we used the phrase, Great Danes are enormous, to remember our strings. G is all the way across, the lowest string, then D for Danes, A for R, and E for enormous. Great Danes are enormous. We all, violas, we learned the phrase cats go down alleys. Your lowest string all the way across is C. Then you have G, the second one. Then you have D down for the third one. And the fourth string, A, alleys, the last one.
Cellos, you use the same phrase as the violas, cats go down alleys, and basses use elephants are dancing gracefully.
Again, if you have any questions, just go ahead and email me, and a lot of the information can also be found in your book. And
hopefully this helps until our next lesson, and thanks for watching.